This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, UFC 244 BMF press conference. We're going to react with the MMA-Holes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, here we are. We're live.
My foot was a balloon.
Masvidal, Nate Diaz, UFC 244 headliner, BMF title, press conference,
Wonderful.
and we're gonna react. A lot of questions I have, but Jesse, how are you today?
Wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Wonderful.
What are you looking for in this press conference, Jesse?
I think what everybody's looking for is some shit talking, but I don't think that's gonna happen tonight.
What?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like minor shit talk, but it's not really gonna, you know?
I have a lot of respect for the fucking guy. So you think it's gonna be a lot of respect talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't seem very pumped up about this.
I am. No, I'm pumped up about the press conference. I'm not really pumped up about pushing my show back, but I'm pumped up about the press conference for sure. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, JBH fight briefing is going to be on after this. So as soon as this thing winds down, we'll get that thing ready to roll and talk about UFC Mexico. But this is the card, UFC 244, Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal, 34-13-0 Masvidal versus a 20-11-0 Nate Diaz. 2-fight win streak for Masvidal, 1 fight for Nate Diaz on his comeback fight against Anthony Showtime Pettis. 2 big knockouts for Masvidal, and here we are. This is where we stand. Now, I'm curious. I would like to see, like, the Black Beast there. That'd be great. You know? He's got a couple of good one-liners here and there. He wouldn't be bad. Gastelum versus Till, trash talking. That would be good, too. So, if the top 3, well, what about Walker and Anderson? You know, what if they were sitting there, too? Would you like to see Johnny Walker on the dais?
Yeah, but they're not gonna be there. It's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Nah.
So, who do you think's going to be there?
I think it's just gonna be Masvidal and Masvidal and Diaz.
Wishful thinking, Jesse. Masvidal and Diaz on the dais. Now, let me know in the chat who you think's going to be there. And it's very possible. I heard Dana White say that Masvidal and Diaz are in New York ready to roll. We're going to be playing the audio from the press conference, and we'll be doing a live reaction to it. And I am not expecting much at all. So stand by, and we'll see when this thing gets started. Jesse, let's see what's going on in this chat room.
James Medina says, Diaz, be the builder. What's up, drunk? Van Shipman, winner gets a bag of weed. Steelers respect, says Nate, 1911. Carl Johnson, my trash talks a balloon.
My foot was a balloon.
Drunk Savage McGregor definitely won't be there. Andre Villafranca says Kelvin is going to destroy Till. GW Wrestling, Masvidal and Diaz won't show up. Drunk Savage, I'm perched like a bird. Raheem Hussein says balloon.
Ha balloon.
My foot was a balloon.
All right, so as we wait on this press conference to get started over here, we're going to be doing a live reaction to it. The question is, if they do show up, and a lot of people are saying they're not going to show up. Do you think they're calling each other up and it's just Dana White standing there? It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, the guys didn't show.
Of course they're going to show up.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible that they won't show.
They're going to show up, Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What if one wasn't to show up, who would it be? Who would you choose as the person that wouldn't show up to this? Nate
Diaz, I would think, yeah. If
Yeah.
one of them wasn't going to show up, it would be Nate.
Drunk Savage says, you're looking nice today, JBH.
Thanks. I haven't worn this in A year and a half, I think. It's been a long time. This used to be my favorite, like, jacket kind of thing, like sleeveless jacket. And
you look like it looks like something from The Walking Dead. Like you found it in a store that was rated.
No, I love
and
this thing.
The sleeves were ripped off.
I was such a badass in this thing.
Yeah.
I used to wear this all the time, and then I stopped wearing it ever since I met Moss for some odd reason. Then I was like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna wear it again, anyways."
Good for you. Yeah, look at that. It does look like something from The Walking Dead, though.
I love it.
Show that
This
we don't watch
my
anymore.
my favorite sleeveless jacket.
Nice. So there you go.
My
What do you think? Let's rate JVH's sleeveless jacket.
If anyone wants to get me a Christmas gift, sleeveless jacket size small or extra small, I fit both. Sleeveless jackets with a hood on the back. I like the hoods.
I never understood the sleeveless jacket
Oh, I
because the
love
arms are so bare and exposed and
Well, sometimes I would
cold.
wear a long sleeve shirt under it, and it's super cute. But if I want to look badass, no long sleeve shirt and just do the sleeveless jacket.
and go full blown Walking Dead.
I love it.
Yeah, you look like Michonne right now, a white Michonne.
Yes.
All right. So here we are. We're gonna be waiting for this fight. Fight. I wish it was the fight. Wishing. What the fuck is wrong with me today?
I don't know. You tell me, Mom.
I'm stumbling all over myself. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not digging this BMF thing. Maybe this press conference.
I am.
The thing I'm looking forward to.
I'm starting to take to it. Go ahead.
All right, good.
No, that's it.
You're starting to take to it?
Yeah.
The thing that I'm looking forward to in this press conference is sell me. I want them to sell me. If there is some good trash talk, if it's heated up, I want them to sell me. I mean, the fight itself is a good fight, so it's not like I'm not looking forward to the fight. But Dana White once again said that the BMF belt is going to be a one-off. They're going to make a belt. They're going to do this event at UFC 244, and that is it. He's sticking to this story. Do you buy that?
No.
No?
Who buys that? I mean, you'd be stupid to buy that. No, I think for right now it's a one-off, and then what's gonna happen is maybe, like you said, Cowboy or someone who's either coming off of their prime and maybe approaching the end of their career, or maybe not in the position for a title right now. Someone like that in that division is gonna shoot for the BMF title. I think it's going to reoccur.
All right. Jesse's saying it's going to reoccur, and I would have to go with that too. If this is a big turnout, everyone all over the internet is talking about the BMF thing, so it's working. You know, everyone is discussing it. They're going to have a press conference. The 500th UFC event is UFC 244. And why does this guy keep on why are you asking the same question over? And it's not even a good question, but he says, do you think Conor's pride was a balloon?
My foot was a balloon.
Must be nice.
Well, I mean, they wrote it or typed it, I should say,
Some
400
people
times.
do that until they are seen.
I mean, I saw it.
Well, until
Thanks.
you acknowledge that you've seen it.
All right. It looks like it's getting going here. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. So it looks like this is getting going. The UFC 244 press conference. Hopefully this is, we're already 6 minutes over the time. Shocker. Press conference not on time.
He says, because I'm a dumbass.
Oh,
See? You made him
right.
feel you made him feel bad.
Well, if you admit to it, it's fine. It's fine if you admit to it.
He said it again. Because I'm a dumbass.
All right. Well, hold on. Will we have the audio of it here? Yeah, I will play the audio.
Boss is now coming in with the how was your day?
Please spam whatever question you would like us to see. Now is the time to spam it away. Go for it.
So weird that the conference is outside. What?
It's on the roof.
The rooftop?
Yeah. Speaking of the roof, let's beat up the ceiling. Well, it's not the roof, but if we beat up the ceiling enough, we'll get to the roof, right? All right, let's beat it up early. 1:34, hanging with the boys. The press conference should be starting soon.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50.
likes. I've got 50 likes.
Beat it up.
You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes.
Yes.
The dislikes can choke on a dick.
I've noticed a resurgence, Jesse, and there's been a break. There's been the rise of the Sims, right? And then there was the decline, and then all of a sudden it's evened out, and the community has leveled.
I think they've
right?
all the Sims have left.
No,
lately.
there's a resurgence. There's a new batch. Yeah, there's a new batch
I've
of
not
Sims.
noticed one.
Well,
I
noticed
noticed the last phase you were talking about.
yeah, this is phase number 17.
And then we're on the decline right now.
Nah, they're
I'm
back.
not seeing the resurgence
You'll
yet.
see. They're back. I noticed in the chat. Hello, welcome, new generation of Simps. Every time we get a new bunch of subscribers, there is the new crew of the Simps.
Why do you shit on them so much? Is it so bad that people
Well,
are
I'm not
actually
shitting on
nice
them.
to me?
I'm saying welcome.
But why do you have to be
It's nothing-
like it's so passive aggressive how you say it?
Why do you?
Oh,
gotta
welcome to the Simps.
Why are you the defender of Simps? What's this about?
Because is it so horrible so that people are actually nice to me?
No, it's not. Oh, here we go. They're playing some promos here. All right, here we go. The press conference should get started soon. I don't know why you're so. God damn, she's very protective of her Simps. Pay attention to my comment. It's in caps. It's Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. I saw that. Look at that. Vlad's still going with it. All right. Anyway, the protector of Simps is here. If you like the stream, give it a like. We're going to be playing the audio from the UFC press conference. That's right. UFC 244. Diaz versus Masvidal. The BMF title on the line. And is it really something that's special? I don't know. Is this belt... What do you think the belt's going to look like? Do you think it's going to look similar to the UFC belt?
God only knows. I don't even want to... I don't know. This is all so stupid. I have no idea.
CBD.
Whoa, CBD.
CBD.
Rabato.
CBD.
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 Perfect donation for this stream.
CBD.
There's Nate.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
All right. Roberto's got to say something.
Clinking beer mugs.
Yeah, clinking the beer mugs.
I
All
don't
right.
have beer mugs.
All right, here we go.
Would you like a drink, Moss? I don't have a beer mug.
No, I got here we go.
Hold on, Roberto.
All right, the press conference is about to get started. Nate Diaz is walking in right now.
Hold on, Roberto. Give me a second. Rolling, Moss?
All right, here we go. No. I'm not day drinking right now. Well, it's night. So here you go. Jesse's like, you gave me an excuse. Let's go. All right, I'm going to drink. I'm going to sip on my water, and Jesse's going to go
Roberto.
for it. She just randomly pours herself a glass of scotch. All right, so there we go. They're chanting for the Diaz.
His opponent on the short list of candidates
fucking low, huh?
2019 Fighter of the Year. The owner of the quickest knockout in UFC history after his screen.
Moss, you're moving your mouse.
From Miami,
Why is it doing that?
Jorge
All right, hold on.
Moss,
Why is it doing
dude,
that?
click it.
Masvidal.
I did click it. I am clicking it.
There you go.
There we go. Jorge Masvidal coming in. All right.
Oh my God, what is he wearing?
So right off the bat.
What's up, New York?
All right, here we go.
Thanks for coming out here tonight. We appreciate it. So for those of you that don't know, UFC 244, Masvidal versus Diaz is going to be our 500th event. So thank you guys for your support. We really, really appreciate you. Who has the first question?
All right, here we go. First question, Jesse. There's only two of them on the stage.
All right, I have a couple of questions.
A couple of seconds.
Nate
Ago.
Diaz.
Nate Diaz.
Nate, listen to this crowd. How do you feel about being in New York, Nate?
Can I tell them?
It's good. So far, so good.
Shit. We're having some mic issues. Hold on a second.
Here we go.
Hey, so far, so great. Everything's beautiful out here.
He's saying everything's beautiful out here.
One for Dana. When you started as president of the UFC back in 2001,
Yeah.
smaller arenas, you were struggling to get into New York. You didn't get into New York until 2016. 500th UFC event at the Garden. How does it feel?
It feels damn good, let me tell you. And New York has been very good to us. You know, this is our, I think this is going to be our fourth event. We did 230 Cormier versus Lewis here. We did a $3 million gate. We did Bisping versus St. Pierre, $6 million gate. And then we did McGregor versus Alvarez, $18 million gate.
They're pumped up.
And then now this event went on sale today. We've sold over 10,000 tickets. Thank you, New York. We appreciate you.
He's like, fuck you. We sold 10,000 tickets.
And I have one for Mr. Masvidal.
Suckers.
You knocked out Darren Till. You made Leon Edwards eat the 3-piece and the soda. You gave Mr. Askren the MGM Grand Buffet. What are you making Diaz eat?
Oh my God. It's a random fan, it looks like.
I'm coming to fight with everything I got, you know, so I'm going to give it my all, man, whatever it takes, you know. He's a different caliber than the guys that you mentioned, and I've seen him pull through some tough situations and win those decisions. So I got whatever it takes, man. You know, if it's a buffet, it's whatever it is, man. I'm here for it, you know.
Thank you, guys.
So Masvidal is rocking the Scarface outfit, while Nate Diaz is just
First
wearing
of all,
like a
Dana,
black
thanks for
T-shirt.
the press passes from the Morning Blitz. Question for both fighters. You obviously both have a lot of respect for each other. Can you just talk about preparing to this fight and how your mental state differs as opposed to fighting a big trash talker like Askren or McGregor?
Yeah, I heard him. I mean, when people talk shit, it is motivating because there's some dudes you're not going to lose to. And Askren is that dude I'm not losing on any universe to. You know? So the shit talking does help. But man, it just helps when the guy on the other side that you're fighting wants to hurt you and you know it. That's enough motivation for me right there.
Oh,
and Nate,
this is bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is stupid.
Is this working now? Yeah, it's just like I train for every fight. There's really not a lot of trash going on in a lot of fights I'm in anyways, so it's just like normal. I have to wear the opponent and
thanks, guys.
You guys make that out?
Hola, Sadie.
What do you say, Jesse?
Hey guys, Phoenix Carnivale, Everything Martial Arts. Dana, my question is for you. So this is for the BMF belt, right? Is that really happening? Obviously, the two people here are well deserving of that title if it is going to happen. If that is the decision that was made, how did you come to the conclusion that, hey, let's do this?
Was that question for me?
That's for you,
Yeah?
Dana.
Mr. Def.
Hey, Lene, what did she say?
So you decide, are you 100% doing this BMF belt? And what does that entail? What is that going to be like?
Yeah, the belt. So, you know, when Nate did his interview that night, he basically said, this is for the baddest motherfucker in the game. So,
Nate Diaz is whispering to Dana right now.
he was defending the baddest motherfucker in the game.
Nate Diaz whispered that he was defending the baddest motherfucker belt.
You know, this is one of those fights that after that interview, you know, it started to build a life of its own through the fans and the media. And we didn't seriously start talking about this fight till maybe a couple weeks later in a matchmaking meeting. And I said to my guys, listen, tell me if I'm crazy, but what do you think about us actually having a baddest motherfucker in the game belt? And my guys loved it, and we started talking about it. So I went in with the design team at UFC. Right. We started to design it, and I will physically have that belt when I come back to New York. It'll be ready.
My God.
And
my God.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Well, I can't wait to see it. My next question is about matchmaking. Now, basically in the media, it's been said that the situation with Covington and Usman is about negotiations, money.
Here come the boo birds. This is.
Can you tell us what's really going on with that, and is there any new news?
Was that for me again?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Who are those guys?
Masvidal.
Repeat the question.
Well, Masvidal.
Next.
Oh, Masvidal.
Next question, please.
Doesn't want to talk about
All
Kobe.
right, I'll ask you.
Order in the court.
So here's the thing with that. So obviously, you heard me say in interviews after that fight that was the fight I was going to make.
Right.
Right? So Colby Covington can say whatever he wants. We make fights for a living. That's what we do. We go after guys. We say, this is next. This is the date. Do you want the fight? Right? And obviously, you know, he wanted more money to fight Usman. We went back and forth. This is the second time he's done it. He had a fight in Dallas, too. So we said, if you don't want to fight Usman, then we'll give you Tyron Woodley. He turned down Tyron Woodley, too. You either want to fight or you don't. We can, you know, when Colby Covington's ready to fight, he'll let us know.
This matchup is obviously fan favorites.
Oh, they're calling Colby a pussy. They're calling Colby a pussy.
This matchup is obviously fan favorites. This is a win or lose situation, is a win-win situation for the fans. But can you talk about, Dana, how important this is for their division?
Give the mic to Diaz. So Def Dana in full effect.
Yeah, no, this fight's a big deal for the division, for who's next and the title picture, and obviously a huge fan favorite fight. So this is one of those fights. Diaz went out and beat Pettis, comes out, gives his interview, calls out Jorge. This thing took a life of its own. It's a big fight, and it's not only a fight that people want to see. It's an important fight in the division and in the title picture.
I don't buy it. I don't.
Dana,
fight?
this is Dan Canobio, CompuBox TV. Questions for all three of you guys.
Oh, shit.
November 2nd is a really big night in the combat sports world.
The guys from Triton
Obviously,
Fights
this
talking.
fight right here has huge crossover appeal. But also Canelo Alvarez fighting on DAZN. Question for all three of you guys is, if there's someone on the fence about ordering the Canelo fight or this one, why should they order this fight right here?
There's Dan from Triton Fights, the play-by-play
in the
guy.
game.
Oh, now they're muting.
So, the night that we started talking about this date, and that we were going to take this date. Then a week later, I heard they were going to do that fight. I think they're crazy to go the same night as us on DAZN, but it is what it is. But if they time it right and they do this thing the right way, it could be very much like the other night when Gaethje fought Cowboy, and then the Fury fight was on after. So if they time it right, it could work out. But if they want to go head-to-head, they're fucking nuts.
Oh, shots fired by Dana
all
White.
you guys, so mostly for Nate, fighting in New York, fighting in MSG, the mecca of boxing, the mecca of combat sports, the mecca of entertainment. Now you get to put your name on that list. What does it mean for you to join that list of fighting at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts of this whole thing is being the headline in that. Like you said, it's a historical event center. I'm sure all the greats fought there, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and everybody. I'm sure all the big games. So that's definitely a great part of this fight.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to New York. Stan the Man here from Menace and the Man. My first question is for Nate. Nate, what are the chances that we can get Nick in your corner for this fight?
Nick Diaz in the corner of Nate.
If anybody talks to him, tell him to come through. He's my corner man.
Cool as a cucumber,
let's make
huh?
that happen. And another one for Nate. I smelled some weed earlier. Was that you backstage smoking?
Man, I smelled it as soon as I came out here. It's you guys.
Where's the trash talk though? Like,
Jorge Masvidal.
How are they selling
Nobody
the
said
fight?
anything
Too
about
much
how
respect.
sharply dressed you are. You look amazing. My question for you is, if you are able to defeat Nate in November, what do you want next? A 170-pound title shot or Conor McGregor?
Well, you can't ask me. The man right here said I'm too much man for that dude, so don't bring that dude up no more in my interview.
Oh,
He
shit.
already said it himself. So that fight is not available. What I'm gonna wait is for those two sissies to clear it out of who's gonna fight, and then if God gives me the victory November 2nd, I want to take everybody's head that's attached to a belt. Somebody says they have a belt, well, I'm coming for it. And if it's any one of those two sissies, then they're gonna get it, you know. And I mean sissies in the purest of forms.
Yes, yes. So Dana, can we make that happen? Can the winner of this fight welcome Conor McGregor back to the octagon?
Let this fight happen. I don't know. Let's see how this
Let this
plays
fight happen.
out.
You know what I mean. Let's keep this baddest motherfucker alive belt going.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
You know they're doing baddest motherfucker again, especially if they get big numbers for this thing. I mean, that's not even a question.
Hey Nate, how are you?
Ariel's there.
It's been
It's Ariel the Nose.
It's been a while since. Can you hear me, Nate? You
Hey,
made a
can
very
you hear
quick
me?
turnaround here. We
Can
saw
you
you in
hear me, Nate?
August. You returned in November. When you left Anaheim after the Pettis fight, did you think you would return this soon?
I just knew that if these guys all came correct, so that's what went down, and that's what I was looking for.
we've heard Jorge's side of the story on how this fight came together. Colby's talked about it. Kamaru, from your perspective, how did it all come together?
After I asked to defend it against Masvidal, I'm pretty sure it was a wrap right there. That's when it started.
I only asked that because it seemed like there was an offer for Masvidal to fight Usman as well, but it seemed like he was more interested in this fight.
You can fight for phony belts, or you can fight for the best motherfucker in the game belt.
And how do you feel about the UFC actually making this title? Did you think that would happen, or did you think you'd have to produce it yourself?
No, I think it's yeah, my man, I made it happen. That's why.
Have you
So
believed
you're okay
it?
with that?
Achieve.
That's what it is.
All right. Jorge, I like the getup. Tell us the inspiration behind
Oh my
this
God.
suit.
If you believe it.
I let the people answer it.
Achieve it.
Get him, because he doesn't know.
Okay. And also, I just want to ask, you know, you've been called Street Jesus, you've been called Cuban Jesus, but I don't see you actually sort of calling yourself that. How do you feel about people comparing you to?
I'm in no shape or form Jesus or God. I'm nothing like that. I got one talent. I can baptize people, but I'm not God or nothing like that, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Hey, Nate. So you call yourself a badass motherfucker. How do you say that when you're a vegan?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I like that. Oh, he dropped the mic.
I'm harder than anybody here. What's up?
Good for that guy.
I guess we'll find out then.
Nate's smiling.
Step your game up, dog.
This is step your game up. He got fucking owned by the guy in the... Oh, shit. He just let it happen.
Question for Jorge. When this year started, you know, you've had a great run in 2019. Your star is on the rise. You're sitting here, beautiful backdrop. Just talk, you know, fantastic suit. Just talk a little bit about your rise through this year and how comfortable you feel in the spotlight.
Clear your throat, dick.
Yeah, he does have a point over there, so we're going to hand the microphone to the audience soon if the media keeps asking the same questions. But I love it, man. I'm ready. Me sitting up here means more zeros in my bank account, more money from my family, so I'm ready for it, man. I've been doing this for a long time. I love to compete. I love to compete at the highest level possible. I love knowing that the opponent in front of me is somebody known for kicking ass, man, because that's what's motivating. And I'm more motivated than ever, bro. Do you know?
He's more motivated than era. Do you know? It's a nice skyline scene on top of the ESPN building over there. Headquarters. They're outside. Beautiful night. Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz.
With Ask the Experts.
Triton
Question
fights
for,
again.
Nate and Jorge. What's
Triton
your
fights in the building.
official prediction? How's it going to go down on November 2nd?
Triton fights in the building.
I envision myself with my hand getting raised at all costs. Whatever hell I got to run through, whatever desert I got to go through, mountains I got to climb, that's how I envision it, man. The only person that believed in me since I started fighting is me, and that's the only person that still believes in me to the end, man, is me. So I'm going with me all the way, my brother. That's a dumb question.
And Nate, any prediction from you?
Yeah, I'm coming to win.
Thank you.
Man of many words, Nate Diaz.
I'll take a couple more questions. Go
We're
ahead.
winding down.
All right,
Thank God.
So, Nate, I know you've come out with your own cannabis strain. I got people asking me, when's it going to be available internationally? People in Australia, Melbourne, they're asking for it.
We see you, Jessica. We did not block you, no.
The nutrition company I came up with is Game Up Nutrition. It's not cannabis. It's CBD. So that shit's illegal everywhere, I think. I don't know. But it's coming soon. Hey, and the Terminator's a vegan, motherfucker.
Wow. All right. This is the Terminator's a vegan. He went back. It took him that long to come back to the other guy.
Obviously very respectful for both of you guys. You both respect the gangster, the realness. After the fight, are you guys sharing a joint or a drink?
A joint, preferably.
Are you good with that too, Nate?
Both, if I win.
I like that. Both.
Take one more
Nate
question.
wins.
Who's got the last question?
This one's for Dana. Since we're in New York, I had to ask you, have you bought your Pats Super Bowl tickets yet?
Football fans are lighting him up.
Not many
Hey,
Pats fans.
I do like your shirt, and yes, we are going to win another Super Bowl.
Oh, my God. Gaylord
All
alert.
right, listen. I'm going to square these guys off. Thank you so much, New York. We appreciate you.
This could have been one of the worst press conferences ever.
Not a fan.
All right, so they're going to square him off.
I had absolutely nothing to say throughout the entire press conference. I just wasn't having it.
All right. Listen. Like I said before, this is going to be a fantastic fight. It can't suck, right? Or can it? I mean, these guys really like each other. They're like, hey, we're both getting paid. And there was no trash talking between the two at all. How... Like, what are we supposed to do here? What was the purpose of us taking time out to watch what we just witnessed there? Like, what was the purpose of that?
You tell me. I was the one against it.
My God.
Something told me it wasn't going to be that great, so I was totally cool with not even covering it tonight.
Oh, shit. Oh, the chat's broken. Good. Just to add to the list of things that aren't working right now. So the chat's not working. We'll have to fix that. We'll fix that for... JBH's stream. Oh, it's fixed.
Look at that, Moss.
So they're going to square up, face off.
Mm-hmm.
Nate Diaz and Masvidal. We're going to watch this thing. They're both approaching each other. Nate Diaz, the taller of the two. Masvidal is smiling. Nate Diaz putting his hands up like this. Masvidal, hands behind his back, the three-piece and soda look. They're staring each other in the eyes. Not much tension. Nate Diaz looks like he's running out of breath.
Oh my
They nod. And they look at the crowd. Let's see if how the crowd is cheering right now. They love it.
Oh my goodness.
Nate Diaz is starting to look like Frankenstein, right? Well, he needs his bolts coming out of his neck. So Masvidal takes his Scarface outfit and he walks to the back of the stage, and so does Nate. And that is your UFC 244 press conference.
What a freaking mess.
All right. I'm going to try to absorb this into my brain skulls.
Super chat.
Super chat.
I'm at work at still watching you guys.
Hey, Connor.
Flexed biceps.
Yeah!
Love you guys.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, Connor Hernandez, we hope we can help you out with some of that beautiful press conference. And thank you for joining us and watching at work. It was nice of you to donate. All right, so let me just change this up real quick here. Because I want to get... before I do that, I'm going to do it while Jessie tells me her thoughts.
I have no thoughts on this.
What do you mean? How do you not have thoughts?
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I mean, what can you say? You know?
Well, we're going to get some comments from the chat. But you could say a lot of things.
Jessica Arriaga, if you want to donate, there's the super chat button at the bottom of your chat. Or if you go into the description, you can choose any one of those denomination and it plays whichever song you want on Streamlabs. So
there you go. Down below, play the Michelangelo song. It's my favorite. Okay, so all right, let me wrap this up in a little bow. Thank you for coming back. I noticed a bunch of people went over to the UFC stream to watch what happened. Now, those that went over there to actually watch the visual, and now welcome back to the stream. Let me know what you thought about watching that thing. I mean, I was listening to the audio while we were playing it over here. I was watching what was going on stage, and visually there was nothing. The only thing that pops out in my mind from this press conference is the guy from the audience calling Nate Diaz out
about being vegan,
about how is he the baddest motherfucker if he's a vegan.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz does not have a comeback. He just laughs because he's like, well, that was a good line, puts his mic down, and then 2 questions later he's like, well,
he came with a comeback.
He's like,
the term is fucking vegan. Wait, he been my phone.
Right?
Right.
So that happened.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it.
There was no trash talk.
Yep. It was exactly what I predicted.
Now, some people are probably going to say this. They're probably going to go, well, they respect each other. And it's about time these fighters respect each other.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing to see because you don't need trash talk to sell a fight. Well, you need trash talk to sell a fight for a fake belt. You need trash talk to sell a fight for a main event that is a good fight night main event, banging co-main event, but not a main event for a pay-per-view with a fake belt. I'd rather see it a main event with no belt, to be honest.
Yep.
Skip the BMF bullshit, but they got to get paid. Jesse Zansing, what's going on? You're looking forward to fight briefing?
Yes.
You want to just shut this thing down?
The earlier the better, because the faster it processes.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse.
But no, talk about whatever you want. It's fine. I'm not.
She's like, fuck this thing. All right, so
well,
we're gonna get a couple.
It's exactly what I predicted. So to me, it's not even worth. Like.
Speak what's on your mind.
It's exactly
this
what
is bullshit. This is number one.
This is number one bullshit.
Tell the people.
Yeah.
Tell the people how you really feel about this shit.
I don't feel anything about it, to be honest. I predicted this, so.
But isn't it a slap in the face to the fans?
Not really. We knew it was gonna be shit. If you're that shocked about it, like, what are you doing yet? I mean, I wasn't shocked about it. I'm sure a million other people weren't shocked about it.
Well, we have to pay $70 to watch this.
Well, hopefully the shit talk picks up between now and then.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would like to borrow this event, UFC 244. I would like to borrow this event because
CBD.
I'm pissed off that we got to pay for this shit.
CBD.
Roberto.
CBD.
Yeah.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Fight is going to be same night as the Canelo fight. That sucks. It's going to ruin views, I think.
Think so? Same night as Canelo, the boxing match? You think it's going to ruin views? It's possible. I mean, what do you think? Do you think the UFC is going to tank?
I think there could be a very good chance, but I don't want to predict that yet because I have no idea how boxing's not really in my level of expertise, so I can't say how well it's gonna do.
I think that the pay-per-view numbers are going to be way down. I think more people are going to be looking for the fight than ever. So I do predict that here on the MMA-Holes, we'll have astronomical numbers over here, and we'll make some new friends. So that's the plus side of things. You know, if I'm talking as a business person growing a channel, yeah, it's great. But as a fan, to pay for this event, as much as I want to see that fight, and it's a good card. Like, you know, as I'm bashing this thing, it is a good card over here. But, I mean, it shouldn't be a pay-per-view. It just bothers me. The BMF thing bothers me. The WWE theme of this thing bothers me. You got Darren Till Gastelum, Lewis versus Ivanov, Anderson versus Johnny Walker. I kind of wish, why can't you bring the rest of the guys on the stage? Like, I would have liked to see Derek Lewis talk, or Darren Till go back and forth with Gastelum. You know, Walker and Corey Anderson, Johnny Walker, the stud. I would have liked to see that on stage. I feel like this does nothing. So I'm going to end it like this. Chat room, will you be buying this event? Let me know with a yes or no. And then we're going to wind this thing down for JBH's fight briefing. Go ahead, Jesse.
Death Metal says WWE shit with the whole BMF shit. CC 2.0 says I like the... Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry, man. Yes. Fuck yes. Fuck no. Maybe no. I buy every event, Moss. No. F no. No, no, no. Yes, no. Yeah, I'll buy it. Oh, my goodness. Brian Young says no. Proper yes. Libra says no. Brian Young, no. Tinky Winky, no. Tuna Boat, I'm gonna find a stream for free. Hell yeah, says CC 2.0. CC Ryder, hell no. Manny C affirm maybe. Jean Paul Escote, depends on how drunk I am. Pulse Resurrected, probably. Andre Villafranca says it's always late as fuck here in Portugal, so I'm gonna wait to the next day to download it. Mayank says hell no. Khabib Goat, if you have DAZN, why would you pay $60 if you can watch Canelo Kovalev for free?
I'm really curious to see the difference. You know, if the Canelo fight dents it even more, puts a dent in this pay-per-view, a non-title fight, BMF belt versus an actual boxing belt. That's interesting. All right, we're going to wind this thing down. Let me know in the comment section when this thing processes. Want to know if you'll be purchasing and 200 people hanging with the boys? Hanging with the boys. Make sure you check out Fight Briefing.
Do not go anywhere. Fight Briefing is literally going to be rescheduled as soon as this processes. So we'll be live again within the next 30 minutes.
So here's the deal. Fight Briefing, she's going to talk about the event this weekend, Saturday, UFC Mexico. You can get your bets in with BetDSI, link in the description. And if you want to know more about this whole situation with this press conference, you want to talk about that, do in the comment section down below. But if you want some more live streaming activities, JBH will be wearing, will you be wearing this or what?
Yeah, I think so. Should I not? You don't like it?
What do you think in the chat?
Should I wear this or should I just wear this?
What should Jesse wear?
This or this? I don't know.
You're going to
You
need
guys
to be
decide.
briefed, by the way, because UFC Mexico, a lot of cans on that card.
But
and
trust me, you're going to enjoy it. There's actually some pretty good fights on the card if you're not familiar with the main card. So I'm just going to run through them and give you my picks. And if you're a better, take my picks in stride. But don't go anywhere. Stay here in the live chat.
Well, the live chat shuts down.
Well, and stay here until it doesn't shut down. And then check your notifications because I'm going live within the next 30 minutes or so.
That's right. Hit
For
the
fight
bell.
briefing.
Hit the notification bell. All right, JBH, say the magical words and we'll wind this shite down.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.